Hi guys, it's Darren here from Utopian Games. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to use Interpolate to move your actors around the screen. Now the beauty of using this one is you don't need movable checked. We'll just click on the actor up down. Now we're going to interpolate this to move up and down a set amount, and you can see in my physics section here it's not movable. So how is it moving? And why? Well, the first thing we need to do is set up a real attribute called start y, and this will just record its start position. So no matter where you put it on the screen, it will record that starting position in the y. And a change attribute, because we want to record this position, is a self start y to self position y. So that's that one there, the self start y. So we're going to change that into the self position y. So no matter where you put this, if you put this in the y at 200, it'll save it at 200. Then we need one rule. Self position y equals self start y. Well, that's always going to be the case because we've got this bit of code at the top. Then we interpolate the self position y to self start y minus 200. Now the minus 200 means it's going to go down 200 pixels with a duration of 2 seconds. And then in the otherwise section of the rule, you don't need to make a separate rule, you can use otherwise for this. If self position y equals self start y minus 200, which is what we've told it to do there, then interpolate self position y back to the self start y. Now that's the position that you first put it on the screen, duration 2 seconds. Now let's just see this in action. It's really cool. You can do a lot with the interpolate. Now there you can see, look, it's just going up and down the set amount. Now we can change this amount. We can actually go into the scene, hold down the Alt button, press left click on the mouse, and we'll just drag a copy of that actor in there. Now we'll go into this actor, excuse me, and we'll just change some parameters on this actor. So we'll unlock it by clicking this padlock. Now let's say we only want it to go down 100. We'll just change that to 100. Let's say we want it to go down slow, so it's going down 1 second, sorry, so that's fast. And let's say we want it to go back up slow, so we want it to go back up 100. Pretty slow, so let's say 4 seconds on this one. And then we'll go back, and what will happen now is, wherever we put this actor, it'll go down 100 pretty fast and then go back to its starting position pretty slowly. So let's just see this. There you see it. It's going down pretty fast and back up pretty slowly. Now we can change the position of this. This is what some users have been having trouble with. We can move this anywhere we like, so let's move it towards the top so it goes towards the center. And you can see it doesn't matter where we move it, it'll still work. And you can also do this like I've done in this little test video to interpolate the size of things. We've got a left and right one here. Now all this is simply changing the y attribute for an x and then setting it to a certain amount of gain. So it's very, very simple. You can see we've got a excuse me, we've got a start x there, and all we're doing, same code for the up and down, but instead of the y we're using the x, and this is just going to go to the right because it's plus 200 pixels to the right, and then when it gets 200 pixels to the right it'll go back to its starting position. So again, let's see this one in action. And there you see it going 200 to the right and then back again. Just quickly show you the shrink actor. Now this one will shrink and then grow. And again, it's using Interpolate to do this, so it's not movable. All we've got here is an even simpler set of rules. We'll just pop that one inside there, just to tidy it up. Now, we know the width is 240, so we've done a rule. If self-size width is 240, then interpolate self-size width to 120, duration 1 second. And then if self-size width is 120, interpolate self-size width to 240, 3 seconds. So that's going to go back to its original state slower. So it's going to shrink pretty fast, and then it's going to stretch out a little bit slower. So let's just see this one, and you can see at the bottom there, it's shrinking pretty fast and then stretching out slower. So that's basically it. You can do it to do all sorts of different things. You can see we've got an actor moving around the outside of the screen. Again, that's just using Interpolate, and you can use it for a host of things. It's really cool, and I hope this video helps, and I'll speak to you soon, guys.